ஐடி ஐசி டி ஏஐசி ஐசிடி ஏஐசி 2026ன்னு போட்டா ஓகே.
கம்ஃபர்
போட்டா நான் சேட்டு தான், சேட்டில் தான் இருக்கேன். உங்களுக்கு வருதா இப்போ?
இது ஓகேவா? இல்லை
இது ரொம்ப பண்ண முடியும்.
ஓகேவா?
பர்ஃபெக்டாக இருக்குது. இப்போ அப்படியே விட்டுருங்க.
Gmeet main. Sir, Santosh sir. Ma, raise up. Ma, raise up. Raise up. Keep quiet. Boys.
Morning to everyone present. Today, we do not just assemble, we advance. This is more than a conference. It's a celebration of intelligence and innovation. Welcome to the 3rd International Conference on Data Analytics and Intelligence Computing. Let us embark on this beautiful journey of ideas. To mark the beginning of this auspicious occasion, let us all at our rich heritage. I request everyone to raise for Tamil Taiwan.
நீராடும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கைகொழுகும் சீராடும் மகனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிழ் எக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த நாவினன் திருநாளும் தக்க சிறு திரைமுதலும் தரிதனரும் திலகமுமே திலக வாசனை போ
deserves a warm welcome. I invite Ms. Tinky Priya to introduce our respected HOD, Dr. S. Padmapriya ma'am, who will address us with the words of welcome. It is my honor and privilege to invite a distinguished academician and inspiring leader and a guiding force in the field of artificial intelligence and data science, Dr. S. Padmapriya ma'am, Professor and Head of the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. She has over 27 years of exemplary experience in teaching, research and academic leadership. A highly accomplished scholar. She holds a PhD in computer science from Berhampur University along with multiple postgraduate qualifications including ME in Embedded Systems, MTech in Information Technology, MCA complemented by BE Electronics and Communication Engineering. Her areas of expertise span across artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, data analytics, Internet of Things, network security, cloud computing, and applied design thinking. She has made significant contributions to the academic and research community through numerous publications in SEI and Scopus indexed journals and prestigious international conferences. In addition to that, she holds several published and granted patents, including international patents in emerging technologies and domains. She is also a renowned author, having contributed textbooks to Prescribed Anna University Regulation 2021 in areas such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, business analytics, UI/UX design, and distributed computing. Her leadership extends to successfully executing funded projects from AICDE, MSME, ATL, SPICES, and PORDOCs, thereby strengthening research infrastructure and fostering innovation among students and faculty. Actively engaged in LB accreditation and outcomes-based education, she has served as a resource person, evaluator, and an innovation mentor for numerous faculty development programs, workshops, and hackathons. She is also a proud member of professional bodies including IEEE, ASM, ISTE as a life member, IEI, and IADNG. She also owns Infosys Springboard, NIRF, IIC, and IIRS in our college. With her vast experience, academic excellence, and commitment to innovation, she continues to inspire the next generation technologists and researchers. It is indeed a great privilege to have her with us today. May I now take immense pleasure in inviting her to deliver the welcome address. Please, ma'am.
Zoom பண்ணினா ஓகே.
It is with immense pleasure that I welcome you all to our third international conference on data analytics and intelligence ICDAIC 26, proudly organized by the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science at Berhampur Institute of Technology, a platform that celebrates knowledge, innovation, and meaningful collaboration beyond borders. I'd like to take a moment to express our gratitude to the Almighty for the blessing and guidance that have brought us together today. It's my proud privilege and distinct honor to extend our most respectful and cordial welcome to our esteemed chief guest, Sri IFS, Director of Data and AI, Self-AI Startup. His exemplary expertise and remarkable contributions to the field of artificial intelligence continue to inspire innovation and excellence. We are truly honored by your gracious presence at this August gathering. On behalf of the organizing committee, I convey my sincere gratitude to you for accepting our invitation and for sparing your valuable time to be with us today. Your distinguished achievements should be a beacon of inspiration to all of us. I take immense pleasure in extending a warm welcome to our guest of honor, Sri Tyagarajan Karikachalam, Associate Director, AI and Analytics, Technology on Analytics, Chennai. Sir, your invaluable contribution to the Analytics Dubai and your professional excellence are truly commendable. We are privileged to have you grace this occasion. It is equally my honor to welcome our esteemed keynote speakers, Mr. Murthy Ramaswamy, Lifecycle Service Director, Coca-Cola Corporation of America, USA, and Mr. Manohar Loganathan, co-founder, Siemens AI Singapore. Your global expertise and insights undoubtedly enlighten and inspire all of us gathered here. At this juncture, I would like to recall the profound words of Andrew Henry, who stated, artificial intelligence is the new electricity. Indeed, AI and data analytics are transforming every sphere of human endeavor, and this conference serves as a platform to explore such transformative possibilities. It's a time to express our heartfelt thanks to our chairman, Shri Sir M.E. Mukularam, Stewardship, and our director, Shri N.V. Sasikumar Sir, and Shri S. Santosh Kumar, Director, Vedaman Global Hospitals, for exemplary leadership, fostering collaboration, and driving innovation, vision, and guidance. It's my privilege to extend a special welcome and thanks to our esteemed advisors, Shri M. Vasu Sir and Shri A. Razak Sir. Their invaluable guidance and unwavering support have been pivotal in steering our department towards excellence. I'm delighted to welcome our esteemed Principal Dr. N. Balaji Sir, whose visionary leadership continues to drive our institution towards greater heights of academic achievement. His presence here underscores the importance of academic collaboration and innovation. I also extend a warm welcome to our Vice Principal Dr. S. Saundarajan Sir, whose dedication to academic excellence and mentorship inspires us all. Your presence here today adds immense value to our conference. I extend a warm welcome to all the head of the departments and senior professors. Your presence adds prestige to the event and underscores the significance of academic endeavors in academia. I also take this opportunity to welcome and express gratitude to all the staff coordinators, student coordinators, whose tireless efforts have been instrumental in the planning and execution of this conference. Last but not least, I also extend my warm welcome to all the teaching and non-teaching staff as well as administrative staffs. Finally, I extend a warm and gracious welcome to all our participants, both online and offline, who have traveled from near and far to present their scholarly work at this conference. Your enthusiastic participation, intellectual engagement, and valuable contributions are indeed integral to the success of the and vibrancy of this conference. ICDAIC brings together academicians, researchers, industry experts, and students on a common platform to exchange knowledge, present innovative ideas, and deliberate on emerging trends in data analytics and intelligent computing. Together, let us embark upon this journey of exploration and discovery as we begin into the fascinating and ever-evolving realms of the data analytics and intelligent computing. Thank you, and may this conference be both enlightening and enriching of all. I like to finish with the quote of without APJ Abdul Kalam Sir: when learning is purposeful, creativity blossoms. When creativity blossoms, thinking enhances. When thinking enhances, knowledge is fully lit. When knowledge is lit, economy flourishes. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your insightful and encouraging words. Your words have indeed inspired us and added great value to this conference. To shed light on the objectives and scope of ICDAIC 2026, I cordially invite our Associate Professor, Dr. Pramila Devi Chidakuru, to deliver the insights about the conference. Please, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. Pleasure to introduce the third international conference on data analytics and intelligence computing, ICDAIC 2026. This prestigious conference is organized by the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science at Vedaman Institute of Technology. What makes this conference truly special is its hybrid nature, being conducted both online and offline modes, enabling participation from researchers, professionals, and students across the globe. ICDAIC 2026 is designed as a platform that brings together innovation, research, and real-world applications. It focuses on latest advancements in data analytics, artificial intelligence, and intelligent computing. The core objective is not just present ideas, but to encourage meaningful discussions, collaborations, and exchange of knowledge among academic persons, industry experts, and aspiring innovators. This conference structured into 6 major technical tracks, each representing a key domain of modern AI. Track 1 focuses on data science and analytics. Track 2 explores natural language processing and speech. Track 3 highlights the computer vision and image processing. Track 4 emphasizes AI in industry and applications. Track 5 focuses on recommended systems and intelligent systems. Finally, Track 6 presents emerging trends and advanced topics, including generative AI, federative learning, quantum machine learning, and human-centered AI, shaping the future of technology. One of the key highlights of ICDAIC 2026 is that all the accepted and presented papers will be published with an ISBN, and selected high quality papers may be recommended for publication in Scopus indexed journals, IEEE indexed journals and big journals. This provides participants with valuable academic and professional recognition. Overall, ICDAIC 2026 is more than just a conference. So, it is a dynamic ecosystem for innovation, collaboration and forward-thinking ideas. It encourages participants not only to present their research, but also to contribute to solving real-world challenges using intelligent computing technologies. With this, I welcome you all to this exciting platform of knowledge, innovation and opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your informative and inspiring address on ICDAIC 2026. It was truly enlightening. A gesture of our deep gratitude and respect towards our esteemed guests. It is my honor to invite our respected principal sir to kindly present a motion to our esteemed chief guest as a token of our appreciation. Please, sir. Thank you, sir. May I now request our HOD ma'am to present a bouquet to our chief guest. Please, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Next, I request our respected principal sir to kindly present a memento to our guest of honor as a mark of our gratitude. Please, sir. And I invite our HOD ma'am to present a bouquet to our guest of honor. Please, ma'am. Thank you, respected dignitaries, for gracing this occasion and inspiring us with your presence. As we progress through this inspiring gathering, we now look forward to words that guide, motivate, and lead. I invite our respected principal, sir, Dr. N. Balaji, to deliver the presidential address. Please, sir.
admin கொடுக்காது.
So I wish to register my sincere gratitude to our Honorable Chairman Sir, Sri M.B. Mudramalingam, Dynamic Director, Sri M.B. Sasi Kumar, Young and Vibrant Leader, Mr. Satish Kumar, Director of Velamar Global Hospitals, Honorable Advisors, Sri K. Razak Sir, Sri M. Bhaskar Sir, for their consistent support in all our endeavors to bring this institution to a greater height. Respected House Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, Dr. Padmapriya ma'am, coordinators of this great event, and HOD of Computer Science Engineering, Dr. Venkatesh Sir, Head of Information Technology, Dr. Ganesan Sir, Librarian, Mr. Murugan Sir, Dr. Murugan Sir, TPO, Mr. Ganesan Sir, and the wonderful support given by the great members, say like Sudha ma'am and Pramila ma'am. And this day is going to be a memorable day by the presence of the wonderful chief guest who are on the dais, Mr. Ayyappan Sir, Director of Data and AI, Stealth AI Startup Chennai, who has come over here to share his wonderful knowledge today. I join hands with the AI to welcome you, sir. And Mr. Tyagarajan Tanikachalam, Associate Director, Latin Analytics Chennai, who has come over here to provide keynote speakers and acting as a guest of honor in today's event. Again, I join hands with the AI and Data Science Department to welcome you. Welcome you, sirs. And the other wonderful keynote speakers, Mr. Murthy Ramaswamy, Life Cycle Service Director, Yokohama Corporation of America, USA, and Mr. Manohar Loganathan, co-founder, CY's AI Singapore, who are going to provide a keynote speech for this wonderful gathering. And I find that there is a very good, very biggest why, because I think many of the papers are received online, right? They are going to have an online program also. This AI has facilitated to curtail the white traveling, right? The wonderful advantage that we have harvested from COVID, and hope that will really provide a support. And anyhow, there could be a very good takeaway by all these speakers for the wonderful forum over here. And I find a wide difference between when we do our engineering, we were wrestling with components, right? We were working with video analytics, data analytics, digital signal processing, radio frequency systems, RF systems, right? And then antenna designs, and then say like image processing as well as satellite image processing, wireless sensor networks, and so many different domains where we wet our hands and do a lot of projects, right? Beautifully. But today, the advent of AI has created a lot of tools for you to support in making the project very easy. Where we find that the moment they join the organization, we find that after a year or two, probably they could say that I have become a technical leader or a project leader, handling a very good project which brought multiple crowds. Amazing to see the transition happening between college and corporate. The students are really happy and they are good enough to adapt to the technologies that's happening across. As you know well, technology is rapidly growing well. And now we talk about industry 4.0 and then 6.0 where smart manufacturing and 60 technologies are in pipeline. And we find that many of the things are getting automated. We basically all of this saying that 97% is getting automated, and we find now it is almost 100% it is automated. From the raw material to packaging, everything is done by robot. The RPA has become very popular right now. Robotic process automation has become very popular right now, and therefore, students, you must be very serious in learning. And as rightly pointed out by one chief guest in the recent days, they said that T-shaped learning is very important, where there are so many domains available across, as I mentioned, in the horizontal panel, right? You have beautiful courses across, beautiful domains across, but whereas you must have a depth knowledge in any one single domain, where you see that, they have to see that, or the industry have to identify you as an expert member who can provide multiple solutions. Whichever the symposium or international conferences and the hackathons that we organize, the prime theme behind all those competitions is problem solving. The one parameter which we like most is problem solving capability need to be inculcated to the students during these 4 years. Therefore, these kind of programs really facilitate to meet like-minded people or researchers or student minds you can come across, and then you can have a mingling with them, and the social networking really helps us to know what's happening across. And recently we announced one more key point like Protospark 2026, a national level project competition for internal as well as external colleges. Happy to say that we have got 600 registrations in Velammal Institute of Technology alone. Right? We need to appreciate 600 participants, 600 projects probably, and everything says to be 3 or 4, right? Therefore, more than 1,800 students are participating in this event. And when we try to make a call for external, we got nearly about 316 registrations, where the team size is very big. And to the point noted, we got papers from NIT, IIT as well as CEG and University, right? And then we could find that Sairam institutions are deputed near about 150 projects exclusively for this project competition. And many of the colleges, premier colleges like Rajalakshmi, Manipalar have contributed more. And students are really having a potential to solve the problems, which is basically need of the hour. Therefore, you need to know how to decompose a larger problem into smaller tasks and get a solution. Every problem, we believe that it has multiple solutions. Therefore, we can do much better. Please understand, these 4 years are the valid time where you can learn many things. Right? You need to learn many things and try to have hands-on. Try to do more projects, gain the knowledge as much as we could. There will be time provided in due course. Right? And when I discuss with the guests available today with me, right, what the industry basically expects is, apart from the technical skill or whatever you have skill during these 4 years, apart from that, what they need is the loyalty. Whenever you join an institution or an organization, you must show the ownership, right? You must take ownership of the organization. You must be very loyal to the institution. You must be very obedient, right? You must be humble, right? There are so many other behavioral patterns expected by the industry, which is basically needed right now for this generation, especially. We are very casual. Try to see how your parents are really spent to pay the fees for you, right? Therefore, which are all the qualities we have to inculcate that you need to follow when you join an organization. Every organization really, requires people to be there. The tension is very, very tedious for them, right? So that has to be happened. So try to understand the nuances. We cannot run behind the money. As you see that Uttar Pradesh is earning more than 16 crores per month. It may happen somewhere. But money is not a prime criteria. We have to live the life. Live the life happily. That's very important for us. In this duration, you need to know how to prioritize things. Try to prioritize things. Try to get expertise in a particular domain. Do well in this and be a good citizen, of course. That was a basic request we want to make in this great forum. And really, I need to congratulate this artificial intelligence and data science course where they have leave a very great footprint, which we need to give a very big applause. The first batch of 2024, P. Varsha has got gold medal and received the degree from Anna University, right, in 2024. And even in 2025, again, gold medalist from AI and DS, Mr. Abdul Malik, who got gold medal and first rank and received the degree from Anna University from the Tamil Nadu Governor, Mr. R. N. Ravi. I hope to see that in future years, I think they will make a hat-trick achievement, right? In subsequent years, I find that AID is doing really good and they are highly obedient, they are highly knowledgeable. I need to appreciate the head for cooperating with the department and I see that it's happening. I think we won't believe it, right? When I say all these parameters, we won't believe it, it seems right. Anyhow, we observe that you are so good, we believe that you will achieve in due course. And I really thanks for everyone for providing this beautiful opportunity to address this matter. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your vision and vision with us. Your words have not only inspired mine, but also ignited new possibilities. In the symphony of ideas that define this gathering, the proceeding stands as a harmonious composition of knowledge and innovation. Each paper a note of discovery, each abstract a glimpse into thoughtful exploration, and together they create a powerful narration of research and insight. These proceedings capture not just information, but the patient, effort, and vision of every contribution. This serves as a beacon of learners, researchers, and innovators, guiding minds toward new possibilities and deeper understanding. With this spirit of knowledge and collaboration, we now come to the much-awaited moment, the release of the conference proceedings. I invite our respected dignitaries to kindly join us and grace the occasion with their official release. Please, sirs and madam. Thank you, sirs. This milestone stands as a testament to knowledge, innovation, and collaboration in research, and we are grateful for your gracious involvement. From data to decisions, from ideas to impact, we acknowledge a leader who defines this journey. Now I invite our student coordinator, Mr. Mathur, to introduce about our chief guest.
It's a great honor to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Ipan, founder of Fly. A Fly Wheel for Yogi and initiatives. With 14 years of experience, he has been instrumental in building, scaling, and great data with AI solutions. As the founder of AI Pondicherry, he is developing a next generation platform for governance, risk, compliance, data governance, AI governance, positioning governance as the key enabler for secure AI adoption. He is building governance first AI ecosystem creating a concern management platform aligned with DPDP and global regulation and leading strategic AI and data roadmap development, machine learning and AI agent, cross-fundamental collaboration and big data ecosystem leadership. He also serves as a data and AI consultant for organizing like Triumph Data, designing end-to-end AI solution, real data pipelines, analytic platform, Gen AI driven solutions, intelligence and business impacts. Previously, as the director, Data and AI Triumph Data, Chennai. He defined the AI strategy for international banking clients, leading RFP solution architecting, developing a data products using LLM and AI agents, building a scalable data architecting, and manage a successful 70 GB AWS cloud migration with zero downtime, ensuring security and cost optimization, while also leading a global project across South Africa, Abu Dhabi, and the Caribbean island and India. Earlier, he worked as a data scientist at Scientific Games Chennai, designed a complex data flow using Apache NIF, Scala Spark, and PySpark, and also as a software engineer at IBM and Accenture, where he developed ETL solutions using SSIS and building up Power BI dashboards. Academically, he pursued an executive program in AI for leader at Indian Institute of Management, Calicut. He also completed his BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineer from Pondicherry University. With experience across banking, media, supply chain, water treatment, and casino industry, he continues his building scale and impact for AI systems. Privileged to invite our esteemed chief guest to share his insight with us. Please, sir.
Completely went through my complete focus what all that I have done. Thank you so much for that. Okay. So, and I don't want to start in an advanced. So, how many of you use ChatGPT, Gemini, whatever the latest LLMs, chatbot? Nobody used it? Just. Okay. Just stay. Okay. How many of you know what happens underneath, how ChatGPT works? How many of you know in this one how ChatGPT works? Interesting, very quite a few numbers, right? Okay. See, to get into the career, to build the successful career, right, there are plenty of skills required. But as a fresher, what we look from the industry perspective for a fresher is something we follow framework FPCCC, which is fundamentals, strong in fundamentals, strong in problem solving, and the student is having a curiosity to learn or not, and how good is he or she in communication, and what is his character. So we look at it all these angles and we start evaluating the freshers. So I will give you an example, right? So I will go through one by one and I will give you an example what happens. So I share my experience working with, we go to IIT and many top tier institutions to hire people, and also like we work with multiple colleges as well. So when I say fundamentals, right? So as an engineer, AI engineer, we should be very strong at fundamentals. So recently, like I had an experience of like interviewing one of the candidates who got a referral from like my CEO. And my CEO's friend's son is. He completed his some MS in American University. I don't know the university name. And the resume, whatever that he has shown, right? He has mentioned everything. He has mentioned like I have done this chatbot, I have done track chatbot, I have done LLM pipeline. So whatever tech stacks that you see in the market, it contains everything. I was like, oh, okay, this day is going to clear that interview. Okay, so I started asking the question. I asked, what you built? He said, I have built this RAG pipeline, I have used this tools. Okay. And then I asked, okay, what is the embedding mechanism that you use? Then he started looking at like this. He forgot, he don't know what he has used. Then I went down one more layer. Okay, forget about the embeddings. What chunking mechanism he used? Again he was like looking back. He don't know, he has done it at a very, very high level. Then okay, I left it, okay fine. Just tell me what is token. In the Gen AI era, everybody should know, as an AI engineer, you should know what is token. It's very, very basic fundamental. That's how all our ChatGPT, LLM, everything works based on tokens. The guy who studied from American University, he doesn't even know what is token. There is no point of building so many pipelines unless and until you don't know the fundamentals very strong. But that's it. So what I would suggest is go and learn your fundamentals, basics very strong, very, very strong. Don't chase the tools, go for a basics. Then the next thing is, as your principal mentioned, right, problem solving. And I'll give you one more example. Recently we hired an intern from down south. The guy is very smart. He knows, when I looked into the resume, he knows he has done machine learning pipelines, XGBoost, supervised, unsupervised, so many tools that he has mentioned, and he was very good actually. When we given the problem, right, so whatever problem that you are solving in your college time and whatever problem that you get into the industry, it's totally different. So industries, you don't get the problem with the formulas attached. You know what outcome has to be bringing. You have to invent the process of bringing in the solution. The invention is very, very important. You have to enjoy that invention. So you know what outcome has to become, but you don't know the steps. I have given that problem to that guy. It's like I didn't ask him to build the machine learning pipelines or anything. I just gave the customer data set from the actual client. I said, don't build the machine learning model. Just clean the data set and keep it ready to build the machine learning model. That's it. He was scratching his head for a week. He couldn't solve that. He don't know, he didn't face the real problem. So he was like at a very, very surface area he has done. So whatever, I know most of the people download the data from the Kaggle and they like do 5 to 6 lines of code and they feel like, okay, I have done machine learning. I have seen this in many resumes. That's not the way it works. So Kaggle dataset is like completely clean, beautified. You can download and it don't give you the discomfort. It will directly give you the solution. Don't work. That is a two-way of learning, right? First you have to download it and start understanding at a very high level. But as an AI engineer, this is for others. But as an AI engineer, we should know, we should work, we should go deep to any tech stacks. So you have to understand deep. So your principles are mentioned, right? So actually I was thinking about saying this. So industries mainly look for a T-shaped skilled person. So depth in one area, breadth in another area. But after AI, we are looking for a pie-shaped skilled person. You know pie, right? Depth in two areas, breadth in many areas. But we couldn't find even T-shaped person. It's very rare to find out. And we can find mostly like the sleeping line persons who has the breadth and surface knowledge, but nobody has the depth. Now industry is looking for a pie-shaped skilled person. At least you guys have to have the T-shaped skill. You have to go in depth to any extent. Then only you will know how to solve the real problem. You will get the nuances. You will understand the. Once you understand the basics, you will get down deeper and you know how to. Okay, I can solve this one. Whenever any problem comes to you, from the industry perspective, again I repeat, there is no formula attached to it. You have to invent the process of bringing in the solution. Nobody sits next to you. Nobody tells you, do this, do that. You have to invent the process. You have to enjoy the process. That's how problem solvers like come in, right? So the next one is C, curiosity. How curious are learning the new tools? Nowadays, the tools expiry date is like it's very short, right? Day before yesterday, some tool got released. Again, after a week, if you see, one more tool will release, and they will say this works better than this. So if you chase the tools, if you don't learn anything, better you should know about the tools, but you have to go back last two skills. You have to go deep into the fundamentals, and you should be very strong at basics. Tools is just add-on on it. You should be curious to learn the new tools, but don't completely rely on tools. I repeat, don't completely rely on tools. Tools is to just to help you to get your task done. But if you are very good at fundamentals, if you are very good at basics, if you are very good at problem solving, you no need to worry about the tools. You can crack it. So this is how we look people, right? And one more thing, the next C is the communication. Communication is very, very important. I mean, we don't look for people to speak a fancy English words, the words which don't anybody understand, right? That's not what we are looking for. We need a people who can come forward and say, I don't know this. At least say that. Nobody like, I keep on asking, do you understand? They will like, they'll look at like me. I will tell you one more thing. I went to I took an interview for a guy. He was like looking to my eyes. He was like closely looking at me, and I was wondering why these guys keep on looking at me. I was asking question. He says no. He is like giving one word answers. Like Maniratnam movie is giving one word answers. No, yes. I was one. Hey, what happened? Then like I rejected him. And I asked his placement officer, and they trained during the soft skills, you should have an eye contact. See, eye contact, it's good to have, but you should not like stare the guys. I mean, why can't eye contact? You have to like smile and you have to like speak something. Automatically eye contact with them. You should not keep only eye contact and give one word answer. It will scare the interviewer. Okay, this guy is going to do something. So communication is very, very important. See, nowadays, most of the people are working from remote environment, right? So if it is face to face, at least I understand, okay, this guy or a girl is having some problem. We can like help them to bring better. But mostly in remote, I'll give you one more scenario, right? Mostly in remote environment, people like put the chat, hi, that's it. We'll be waiting what the next is going to reply. They don't send any response. Then I will send one hi. Then like, I have to wait after 15 minutes he will send one more line. Then I have to wait. Till the time afternoon comes in, lunch, I will go for lunch. Evening he will call me, I was waiting for you to clear my doubt. That's not the case. It has to be. You should know how to communicate face to face, how to communicate in a remote environment. If you're having any doubts, you have to like clearly articulate and share the doubts. It is very, very important, guys. I was trying to say something, right? So we sent one guy to Abu Dhabi. He's a 1 year experience. He got an opportunity to travel to Abu Dhabi. The way he sends email to the client, he don't address hello, hi, just a one-liner. Nowadays I see most of the Gen Z kids or most of the people, guys, it is okay to speak like that with your friends, but not with the clients. They don't understand your shortcuts. Please don't follow that. There is a way to write an email, there is a way to address a client. It's very, very important. As a HR people, there is a one-liner where our HR team follows. Hire for a character, not for a talent. We can train skills, but we hire for a character. So we are hired for a communication. How good he or she is at communication. So it's very, very important. You guys should go through the soft skills, how to communicate to the client, how to communicate to your colleagues, how to speak to your friends during your journey. So it's very, very, very important. That guy, he sent a couple of emails like that to the client, and after 5 to 6 months we got an escalation from the client, and the client said, one of your guy don't know how to communicate. I don't want that guy in my premises. Please ask him to leave. He is a very, very talented guy. He knows, he's a very good problem solver. He is very good at basics, but he doesn't know how to communicate. He didn't get a chance. That's it. He came to Chennai. We tried to train him. He said, this is what I am, and he is not flexible enough to get trained. That's it. He's gone away. It's a real thing, guys. I'm not telling you the story. It's a real thing happened in our organization. And the next C is character. I already touched upon character, right? So your principals mentioned you should be loyal, honest, everything. So character cannot be trained. It has to become inbuilt. So don't think that whatever you put in your resume, they will look into it and they will hire you. It's not. There are multiple process, frameworks that they can easily identify. In next one or two questions, they can tell you what your character is. I can give you one more scenario. I don't want to name that person. Again, it's part of where I work, right? He is a very good guy actually. He is very good communication. He is very good at problem solving. Very good at fundamentals. All framework, FPCC he cleared the last framework, but the block is character. He never shares whatever that he have done with the colleagues. He keeps himself. He never collaborates with the people. He is not a team player. He wants to prove he as an individual. Look at everyone watch IPL, right? Most of the people watch IPL, right? So if you look at it, the mostly purple cap player, most of the time they are not belongs to the winners team. Just go and notice, check the stats. They are individual players. So most of the winning team, if you see, everybody contributed. That's how a team we build. Everybody has to contribute to the team. Even though if you have all the skills, but you are not ready to contribute as a team, no way. Maybe you will get a job 1 year or 2 years, you cannot grow. So start building your character. It's very, very, very important. Remaining skills can be trained, but this cannot be trained. So this has to come from your school journey. At least if you see something is missing out, start building them. Okay, so this is more about the frameworks. Now comes to the elephant in the room, right? How many of you think that okay, A is going to eat my job, so I'm going to replace with AI. So most of the people think, am I going to get the job, or like am I my job is going to replace with AI? Yes, it's going to replace with AI if you don't build your fundamentals strong, if you don't know how to ask questions, if you don't know how to solve problems, if you don't know how to use AI tools, it's going to replace. And I don't want to sugarcoat, it's the truth. Think of an AI like a 24/7 worker who works for you as a fresh graduates. They can work, but they need a guidance. I mean, AI tool need a guidance. Be that manager. Be the manager. Ask the right questions to AI. So, use your time to learn the tools are very important. Learn the basics, but try learning, asking better questions. Right? Asking better questions is very, very important. So, overall, if you look at it, right, learn the fundamentals, problem solving, curiosity to learn. We can easily identify, people will say, okay, I'm curious to learn. We will start asking 2 to 3 questions and we will know how curious you are, how depth you are going into the subject. Communication, character. So these things are very, very important. Coming to your subject, right? So I know most of the people are AIDS department. I'm going a little bit technical here. I don't want to like tell overall. Don't only learn what is there in your curriculum. It's all on. I mean, sorry ma'am, sorry if I'm saying that. See, I have a daughter who is 6th grade. She is studying Python. I don't know how many of you know Python. Their school curriculum started Python. Please, we are late. Start learning what industry is needed, what industry is looking for. Try to bridge the gap. Network with people. Go and talk to persons. Go and understand what they are looking in the industry. You can think that, okay, I have cleared all my exams, I will get a job. No, you will not get it. Sorry if I am more pessimistic, but I want to tell you the truth. This is the truth. So you have to spend your time learning what industry is needed. You have to bridge that gap. You have to like nudge your placement officers, your principal, your HOD, bring someone, teach me something. You have to like ask these questions. That's how you learn, that's how you grow. Nowadays it's very, very tough to get into the job, but it is possible. But if you follow all these frameworks, whatever that I have told just now, right, it's easy to get the job. Okay? Don't be scary, you will get a job, but I just want to tell you the actual things that is happening around. That's it. So to give you a final thought, character, fundamentals, curiosity, problem solving, communication, plus bridging the gap between industry and the academia. It's very, very important to get the job. It will help you in the long run. Okay? Thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful and impactful address. Your words have not only informed us, but also inspired us to dream higher. As we continue this journey of innovation and knowledge, we now turn our attention to a personality who exemplifies expertise in AI and analytics. To introduce our guest of honor, Mr. Tyagarajan Tanigachalam, Associate Director, AI and Analytics, Latin Analytics, I invite our student coordinator, Ms. Jayashree.
A pleasant morning to everyone. Our guest of honor is Mr. Tanigachalam,
Associate Director, ICDAIC, Data Analytics, Delivery and Growth at Latent View Analytics, where he leads to the trend, driving delivery across major clients' accounts and ensuring end-to-end execution with measurable outcomes. With over 8 years of progressive experience within the organization, he has successfully built and mentored 100 plus member offshore team across data engineering, analytics and AI, Gen AI, instilling a culture of excellence through structured execution frameworks, review and playbooks. His journey within latent view analytics has been marked by consistent growth from assistant manager to analytics manager and now associate director. In his earlier roles, he led analytics team supporting loyalty programs, designed experiments using power analysis, applied clustering for customer segmentation, leveraged lookalike models and utilized Bayesian structured time series to measure and demonstrate revenue impact. Before Latent View, he contributed as a senior associate consultant at Edgeworth, working on machine learning and anomaly detection, and began his career at Infosys as an associate consultant. Academically, he holds a PGDM in management from Xavier Institute of Management and Entrepreneurship, specializing in finance and operations, with strong grounding in business analytics, ERP, strategic operation and corporate finance. He completed his BTech in food technology from AC Tech. His professional excellence is further reinforced by prestigious certifications, including NVIDIA Certified Professional in Accelerated Data Science and NVIDIA Certified Associate in Generative AI Elements. Beyond his professional achievements, he has also contributed to society through volunteering with Eco Kitchen, YRG Foundation, supporting micro-entrepreneurship initiative for unprivileged communities. Now I take great pleasure in inviting our esteemed guest of honor to address the gathering.
I thank the Velamal administration for inviting me here, and I also thank the warm introduction by the school coordinator. Today I want to talk about three topics, three key takeaways. Okay, and before we get into that, I would like to say that talking as a second speaker in an event is always difficult. Okay, because most of the content and like key ideas have been already shared by Ayappan. Okay, so it's always difficult to talk as a second speaker, but I'll try my best. Okay, so the first question that he asked is like, how many people are using ChatGPT today? So a lot of people are using ChatGPT, Claude, and all those tools. So, but what differentiates from a normal user to a power user is the fact that a normal user tries to replace or use it for like his work activities. Okay? A power user tries to build his fundamentals, problem solving skills. Okay, so that is the key difference. So many of you here will be using your ChatGPT for submitting assignments, I suppose. Okay, and we see this a lot. Okay, even in the corporate world, we see a lot of people use AI to kind of replace their work, okay, or replace their thinking. Okay, so what I urge you to do differently is basically to understand any topic deeply. Okay, be it AI, data science, or whatever it is, right? So the T-shape that principal and Ayappan sir mentioned, you can use AI to go deep. Okay, so AI is that patient teacher who's going to continuously answer your questions. Okay, and it's not that language is a problem. You can ask questions in English, Tamil, Hindi, whatever language, right? So this is a golden age. Okay, so with that, we'll get into the topic. So if you zoom back, like there are three different revolutions that happened. Okay, so first is the Industrial Revolution, which happened in the 18th and 19th century. You have the steam engine, you have the you have the combustion engine. Okay, so all these new innovations kind of led to factories being built both in the Western world and then in the Eastern world as well. Okay, so in this particular world, hard work meant everything. Okay, if you can spend like 16 hours, 20 hours, then you are the best resource for the industry. Okay, so more time meant more resources. Okay, that is the first period. The second period is the information age, which is basically from 1980s to 2020. Okay, where information played a key role. So if you know like the bubble sort, or if you know how LLMs work, you are like slightly better than the other people who do not know. Okay, so knowledge, or as Countoni or Sendel puts in one of the movies, right? Information is power. Okay, so that is what is the second revolution about. The first is the industrial revolution, where more work is like more money. Okay, the second is basically more knowledge is more money, and we are entering into a world where more than knowledge, it is the intent and ownership. When I say ownership, if a task is assigned to you, okay, you take all the measures to complete the task. Okay, so what we see among corporate employees is that the same task, when assigned to two different people, one person finds excuses, the other person finds workarounds. Okay, so you should always be that person who finds workarounds. I have seen this when interviewing candidates from campuses as well. So when you say that, you know about this project, right? Can you explain? You'll say this is a group project, I did only X. And the next question will be like, if I ask something else, you'll say that we were busy, I did this project like very long time back, okay, I cannot understand. So excuses are not encouraged in the corporate world. Okay, not even in the corporate world, everywhere. Even in families, you cannot excuse yourself, right? Whether it is teaching your kids or being with your family. There are certain things that you have to take ownership. The happiness of a family is also the ownership of the like the family leader and the husband and the wife, right? So you have to take ownership in organizational activity, you have to take ownership in family responsibilities, you have to take ownership in your own health as well. Like eating the right food, sleeping at the right time, doing the right things, doing exercise, okay? So taking care of yourself is also a ownership. Okay? So that's why like when we interview people, we give a lot of importance to athletes. So we are kind of I personally like athletes because they have like a very strict discipline in terms of training, continuously improving themselves, right? So that is something that the industry is looking for. Okay. So we have moved past the stage where more than knowledge, it is the ownership that is needed for you to kind of succeed. Okay. To point to what Ayyappan sir said is that AI is already being a threat to a lot of jobs. Anything that can be done in a computer can be done by AI today. Anything. Okay, there is no field is immune to AI. Only the physical world is kind of immune, meaning that welding or like a power tool worker. Currently, these are not automated away. Okay, but the automation is coming in the next 5 or 10 years. But what is not getting automated away is the ownership and creativity. And as it basically, I have pointed out, the ability to ask the right questions and get the right information. Okay, so any prompt, any chatbot you use, what is the first thing that you do? You ask the right question. Okay, so I'm a big power user of AI. Okay, so I started using it as soon as ChatGPT was launched in November 2022. Okay. And I've been a big proponent of it within the organization as well, like saying that people should adopt. Okay. And you will not believe there is resistance even within organizations to learn AI, especially among senior people. Okay. They're saying that we have done this for so many years like this, and we are happy to do this. So that is the opportunity for freshers and fresh minds who have like no mental blockers like that. Okay. They can take up any activity and complete it. Okay. So with that, we'll get into the final part on basically, I know this interviews and resumes are something that people care about a lot. So I'll talk about a few ideas and I'll also tell you that what things have worked for certain candidates and what have not worked. Okay. The first thing is that authenticity. Okay, don't mention anything in the resume that you will not be able to answer. It is better to mention only 2 projects and explain those 2 projects well, rather than mentioning like C, C++, Java, Python, everything, right? Because if you ask the ChatGPT to write a resume, it will basically type in all the technologies in the world. Okay. So this is the first and most important thing. Don't take your friend's resume and change the name and create your own resume. Please don't do this. Okay. So interviewers, when they come into the interviews, right, they don't have a set of questions to ask. Okay. They look at your resume and then ask you questions like, how did you do this? What challenges did you face? Okay. And if you have not done it, there is no way you can answer it. Okay. So first thing is the authenticity part. Ensure that you mention only the things that you know and only mention things that you can answer deeply. Okay. If you can't answer them deeply, start preparing for them. Write a resume right away. I know some of you might be in 3rd year or 2nd year or whatever it is, right? Keep a resume which is like work in progress. Every year or every month you update the resume with a few skills, or you try to continuously think about what will be asked in interviews. Okay, so interview preparation is super important. I've seen like very qualified students not being able to crack interviews. Okay, even when I was studying, right, like 2009. Okay, so I've seen a lot of my batchmates who were like really good. They had great GPAs, but they were not able to crack interviews. Okay, so it is important to ensure that you get interview prepared. Okay, that is different from studying for your subjects and clearing those subjects ready. So that's it from me. If you have any questions, happy to take them. Okay, see, this is what is initiative, right? So accountability, ownership, and initiative. Okay, whenever there is an opportunity given for you to ask questions, ask questions. Okay, it's very simple. It works wonders in the corporate world. Okay, whether you are interacting with your own employees or you are interacting with the client, people actually trust a lot of, people give a lot of trust if you ask questions. Okay, they believe that you are listening to them and therefore they value you. Okay, so the simple trick is that before you get into any seminar, have like 2 or 3 questions already prepared. Okay, so that you can ask the right one based on the content of the speaker. Okay, today you cannot ask me on VLSI or DSA, right? Because I didn't talk about them. Okay, so it's important for us to be prepared and take initiative. Okay, hopefully in the next speech that whoever gives it to you, do ask questions. Okay, thank you, team. Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for those words of wisdom drawn from rich experience. They have not only informed us, but also inspired us to think beyond the boundaries. Now I request the volunteers to put the chairs among the audience so that deputies can view the online session.
இது வாங்கிட்டு வர சொன்னாங்க.
Okay. short introduction of topic.
Okay.
After you can start. After you can.
We now take a moment to acknowledge a global leader whose expertise span across life cycle servers and advanced technology. A keynote speaker, Mr. Murthy Ramaswamy sir from Yokogawa Corporation of America. To introduce him, I now invite Mr. Ritesh.
I am now delighted to introduce our distinguished keynote speaker, a trailblazer who is shaping the future of industrial automation with innovation and strategic leadership. Mr. Murthy Ramaswamy, Lifecycle Service Director at Yokogawa Corporation of America, based in Houston, Texas, is an accomplished industrial automation executive with over 2 decades of experience in transforming complex process plants to operate safer, smarter, and more profitably. Currently, he leads lifecycle services for Yokogawa across the Americas, overseeing a multi-million-dollar business spanning 5 countries, where he is responsible for service engineering delivery, recurring revenue growth, and the expansion of operations across 8 regional offices. Throughout his distinguished career, he has led control system engineering teams, delivered large-scale automation projects, and driven lifecycle services. TCS modernization and digital transformation initiatives for global industries leaders such as Shell, Chevron, and BP. His expertise spans the entire operational technology stack, including TCS and SCADA architecture, OTC cybersecurity, advanced process control, and IIoT-enabled asset performance management. What truly sets him apart is his ability to bridge the gap between cutting-edge technologies and real-world industrial challenges. With hands-on experience in AI, machine learning, and advanced analytics, he focuses on translating the concept of the intelligent plant into practical result-driven strategies that enhance both operational efficiency and financial performance. Without disrupting ongoing production, he is especially passionate about guiding brownfield facilities towards connected and autonomous operations in a cost-effective and realistic manner. A recognized thought leader in the field, he actually shares his insight through his weekly newsletter, Operations Technology, and he has recently authored his first book, Intelligent Plan, How AI is Transforming Industrial Automation, further contributing to the global discovery on AI-driven industrial transformation. Academically and professionally, he holds a professional engineer license in control systems from Texas. He is a certified professional management professional. Earned his MBA from the University of Boston and has completed the prestigious General Management program at Harvard Business School. With his exceptional blend of technical depth, strategic vision, and industrial leadership, Mr. Murthy Ramaswamy continues to inspire the evolution of modern industrial systems. It is indeed my great honor and privilege to welcome such an inspiring leader. I now invite our keynote speaker, Mr. Murthy Ramaswamy, to deliver his keynote address. Please, sir.
Can you all hear me? No?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My sincere thanks to Velamal Technology for organizing this wonderful conference on data analytics and meeting for the third consecutive year. I would like to start with my gratitude to Chief Faculty, to Velamal Sir, the faculty, the Jessica Mother, and the Santosh Sponsor, the principal, Dr. Balaji Sir, the convener, Dr. S. Ahmed, and all others to me and your overall efforts to deliver this evening. As mentioned in the initial introduction, I have been practicing this engineering and business management in the United States for over 20 years. With the rapid emergence of artificial intelligence and machine learning, I am clearly witnessing several industries and professions reaching critical inflection point. Today's keynote is my attempt to guide you towards early adoption of AI, so you can thoughtfully integrate it into your life and future career journey in a powerful and meaningful way. Let me share my slide to make it easy for you to understand my thoughts. I think we're starting up. So today, I have the pleasure to speak about prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is a new tool. That is my topic. Earlier in the presentation, the chief is Mr. Ayatan and Mr. Jaga upon and how AI is going to impact you in your life. I am very happy that I selected this topic to take out the fear factor about the AI and kind of see it from a slightly different perspective. I know what you are thinking. Some may think this is a bold claim. Some may think, what even is prompt engineering? Or you may be thinking, I use ChatGPT every day, so do I call myself a prompt engineer? The answer to your last question, by the end of today's keynote, is going to be a loud confidence, but only if you are doing it in the right way. In the next 40 minutes, I am going to show you the skill that will separate the top 10% of your generation from everyone else. That has nothing to do with which program language you know. C, C++, Python, doesn't matter. And everything to do with how well you can talk to an AI, or an AI agent, or an AI robot. slides here. I'm waiting for it to change on your end. Yes, I can see it changing. You have been browsing your whole life, at least this new generation, who started their life with Google, now someone have Apple Watches, Android gears, wearables, and you have TikTok, and some play with Google Search, and some play with ChatGPT. So, if you have used Siri, Google Assistant, or Alexa in the last few weeks, few months, just raise your hands mentally. I'm sure most of you would have used one of these in the recent times. And keep your hands up mentally if you have typed something in Google, for example, and read it on the search, because the first one did not give you what you wanted. It could be as simple as finding an address or finding a food that you like. It is very interesting, right? Many of you may have experienced it. You tried search something and you rewrite it for a different site. And if you are a Siri user, you would have said, "Hey Siri, play something chill." What is it called? It is nothing but a prompt. So what you say for Google to understand and produce results is a prompt. But we have not solved it so far. You may have used it to find best budget phone under 15,000 rupees. That is a prompt you engineer to get a specific result. With that, you have removed the noise, added a constraint, price, and narrowed the intent. Again, another example. Explain recursion like I am 5 years old. This is a master class in audience level prompting. You gave the AI a role, a 5-year-old kid, a complexity level, and a tone, all in just 6 years. The difference between a good prompt and a bad one, it costs us millions of rupees in productivity. Every industry is trying to achieve this productivity in scale. This is not an exaggeration. I am going to prove it to you today in the latest slides. Now, let's talk about why this matters right now. Not in the 5 years, not in 2 years, but it matters really now. Today, 300 million people use ChatGPT every single week. That number is bigger than the entire population of Brazil, a big country in South America. And it is still growing every day, day by day. Studies show that professionals using structured engineered prompts complete documentation tasks, SOPs, standard operating procedures, reports, 10 times faster than those who do not. Not 10% faster, 10 times. I remember those days where I had to do my essays and homework in my engineering school for 7 days, right? If you make AI as your friend, you can get it done in a very fast way. I'm not really encouraging you to do that, but you can try and see the results and implications. That is one way of doing it. In the US right now, prompt engineers are commanding salaries of $200,000 a year. What is this for? This is for just writing good instructions. That is the job. Writing good instructions to an AI. If you start writing good instructions for AI, that is totally fine. I'm happy to see how the previous speaker, Mr. Tyagarajan Trigachalam, ended with the request for questions. Basically, it is all about asking questions in the right way, in the powerful way to the AI. So if you learn to ask questions to human, you can definitely master asking questions to AI. And perhaps the number that should matter most to the group is 40% of my common tax. Will be A augmented by 20%. It is not very far, it is next year. And 40% of the tax will be A augmented. That means in 2 years, in less than 2 years, almost half of the future job scope will involve working with AI, not alongside. You got to work with AI, that is the future. The question isn't whether you are AI is going to change your career. It already is. It is impacting your life every day. The question is, are you going to give it the direction? Are you the one being replaced by someone who does? So either you can give it the direction or you will be replaced by someone who plays with it. So what is it really? Let's look at it. Before we go, I would like to kill some of the myths that is in the industry. Because I guarantee at least a few of you walk in here thinking of one of these things. Myth. Just chatting with you. I chat with Google every day. So can I call myself chatting? You got to design things that will produce quality things. You may have here garbage in, garbage out, gold in, gold out. So definitely chatting has to be empowered in the right direction. Myth you, no real skill required. Actually, you need some skills here. You need to define logic, clarity of thought, domain knowledge, and iterate, meaning repeat the comments, repeat the prompts to deliver the results. AI is only for techies, coders. I'm not going to do this, so I'm doing that way. AI will impact everyone in this world. Writers, lawyers, engineers, doctors, everyone needs it. Everyone will see the impact in their day-to-day life. For example, doctors use it for clinical notes. Content creators use it to background of time. Writers, analysts, product managers, and educators, everyone use it. Lecturers use it, students use it. So this is domain agnostic. With 4, AI is a fact, it's a bubble. It will in 2 years of thinking. Summing up, the core interface between human and AI systems are developing in a very mature and systematic way. So this is the future. And this is not a trend, this is a new command line for user app complex. So think of it like this. Every great developer writes clean code. Every great prompter writes clean instructions. Both of that need the same discipline, but in a different meaning. So that's how we are going to do that. Alright, so I don't want to sound like you're a lecturer going through the field now. Let's get some things practical. How do we make it more fun? I'm going to give you a framework here. 5 components that separate a lazy prompt from a power prompt. So let me call it the you can write it down. I will also share the slide later on to one of my staff. Component number 1, role. Tell the AI who it is, not what you want, who it is. You can call that as an example, you are a senior data analyst, or you can call that as a final year engineering, or you can call it as an investor reviewing the sales pitch. So when the AI has a role, it answers vocabulary and concept. Without a role, it's just guessing what register means. Component number 2, context. Given the situation, something like we are a 3-month-old startup. My product is business to business SaaS tool, and my churn rate is about 8%. The context is different between a generic answer and a relevant answer. The more specific your context, the more targeted will be your answer. Currently, be laser specific. Don't say like analysis. Say very clearly, as example, identify the top reasons, top 3 reasons or 4 reasons, or saying something like a customer retention ranked by state or region. The task is your actual question, but stated like a dream to a smart people, not a way wish to achieve. Component 4 is give a numbered list. For example, if you want a few things, tasks to be listed, you can ask it to give a numbered list. Or you can say, write this as a table with 3 columns or 4 columns with the headings. Or you can say, respond it in 1 to 3 words. If you do not specify format, you will get whatever the model defaults to, which is usually more like a text. You may not like it. Finally, constraints. Set the rules. You can say, or you can say, the reader does not have any knowledge about this, so make it like a simple explanation. Right? So these are constraints which will act as your planning operators. They strengthen the model solutions based on exactly what. So with that said, when you have a call prompt, including all these 5 frameworks, you will get better results. Right? So now I'm going to show you what it will look like. You have come to a conference called Data Analytics and Intelligent Computing, not a lecture. So let's actually see this. I kind of used both the prompts a few hours earlier. If you have a chat GPT on your phone or laptop, you can try the same. I'm very sure. I'm going to show these 2 prompts on the same time right now. And you are going to see why framework which I will show you in the If you have ChatGPT on your phone, please try it. There is a back prompt on the top and there is a top prompt at the bottom. And when you try both the prompts, one after the other, you will see the difference. So let's see what we have done. It is technically about machine learning, the first one, and both are about machine learning. And the first one is very generic. It does not know the level of detail that you expect. It does not give that know. And the results will look like this. Very generic, looks more like a textbook explanation of machine learning. And then when you try the second prompt, you will get something like this. So basically, the second prompt, you are asking what you are expecting. One definition, you will example, one analogy. Right? So you will see it just explained it in one line. And you will see 3 examples exactly with real world scenarios and a perfect example to explain what it means. And also it adds the present fact of the name. Unfortunately, the screenshot is not shown. But when you execute it in your laptop or in your phone, you will definitely see this difference. So this is what you can really train on and then try to see how the output of AI could differ by what you are asking for. It is the same AI. It can be the same engine. It can be ChatGPT, it can be Perplexity, or it can be Gemini, or it can be anything that you use. But when you write the prompt in the mechanical framework, you will experience completely different output. And by doing this, what we are going to achieve, we don't have to really spend hours doing a lot of tasks. All you have to do is know your basics, and once you know the basics, You can evaluate whether the response is accurate, and you can do wrong. And it can even help you to learn and execute Python scripts in quick time. All you have to learn is write good English, structure, intention, focus group. That's all. Alright, let me take a quiet tour on mindset for a minute. Because even if you learn everything I have shared today, there is one habit that will make or break your problem as a problem. Your first prompt is version 1.0. Chip it, use it, then use it. I talk to a lot of students who get frustrated because the first prompt did not work properly. They try it once, get a not so good answer, and conclude that AI is overhyped. Probably does not work. But think about your relationship with the field. Did your first function in computer, C, C++, or Java, did that work perfectly the very first time? Did your first database query return exactly what you wanted? I'm sure it may not have. You had to debug it. You read the error message, changed one thing, and ran it again. Prompt engineering is exactly the same. You draft the prompt, you run it, you diagnose what went wrong, you tweak one variable at a time, and you ship when it is good enough. When it is good enough, you ship it, and also you save it for your future needs. All you have to do is create this prompt, save it for the future. So it is a 5-loop prompt that I showed you. Draft it, run it, diagnose it, tweak it, and then use it, save it, or check. And you may be seeing a lot of guys in Facebook posting prompts. That is good. So you create your own prompt, you share it with people who needs. So that is how they work the prompt. Engineers debug code, prompt engineers debug language. Same thing, but new. Very simple. You don't have to be really afraid of AI. It's a very beautiful thing when you execute in reason. Every time you complete one cycle, you get better. You start to develop intuition. You start to feel when the prompt has a gap in it before even you get into it. That intuition, that is your cognitive advantage. When you have this cognitive advantage against the rest of our course, who is going to be high? You, because you have unique skill and you have a unique ability that you have made with AI as a friend, as a mentor, or you can come as a lecturer, right? So it helps you to learn, it helps you to make things faster, and you know how to use the tool to the best manner. Now, let's go to the next one. So, who is really using this? Who is using AI today? Everyone. A simple example. I'm sure many of you are watching Netflix. And when was the last time you went and saw a movie that you like? Most people just pick the ones that are recommended. AI is in the background. Right? So, similarly, AI is everywhere. Software developers, they generated from one template, we write widgets, and exploit the function immediately. Data scientists, they use it for creating scripts, summarize the model, and output in training. Product managers, they use it for drafting the design scenarios, user stories, company development in minutes. And today, everyone is running in the speed that we have not done in the last 10 years of work. We have creatively less time to accomplish so many things. And AI is the best friend that can be used in every aspect of your life, in every career in the future, to get things done in a real good way. So let's make this real. I don't want to I don't want to be there, so it's in here. Thinking that is more people and all the people that are also doing the learning and easy. But together, we are using it. And use it because they need to never be those things that you can gather up to the point, let's make everything to one level. You know how to so I'm going to make a few things on how to make the I'm sure seeing the technique that will be in the lab. There are three techniques. Some of them which you know to find how to do think of that is the technique of many centers can ask you where is the community that you produce and relate to it. So in order to launch you can have a small step like that into the model because the step before that you have a first so I have to not hey, I have to see I want to go to the farm to do the but for a lot of learning, you this helps you to get the second one is speed stuff. For example, you can training. So you can't use the example and they want to get the example. Read the example to the class. And then, model, instead of the pattern, like this, or training the class, make it to this. Similarly, instead of adding the pressure and moving from, you can make a different pattern, where you can be done, where you can for example, you can make this two points up so in operator thing you have you doing this work. Who is going over? The that's why you use the meaning of the theory that as a good engineer, you are using AI to review your code. That means you are doing super complex science and law. So you can communicate to make AI. Finally, before I leave the room, I just want to wrap this keynote with one task, one request from you. This is not your typical research group, and I'm not but I just want to add comment to how this keynote is going to impact by giving you this aspect. I have a whole planning pick one of these based on your university and try to create the I genuinely believe the gap between the and youth and the people in the community is a gap that separates the average and from the community. So if you try to, I would really encourage you to share it in your social media, and categorically that you are teaching. This not only makes you feel happy, because the law that are means it, but also gives you the ability to share information with all the people. The best job in the past is something more valuable than me, I think, to the people who are hired. By the way, when you start like the club, you are not related to India and Zimbabwe. People will notice it, but in reality, it's evidence and UK, Mars, and Europe, and US. So the people from the society will leave now. I strongly believe so. This is not just a motivational for me. It is just how it happens. Once you start doing this, I'm very sure so finally, I just want to leave you with one thought. There is a direct connection in the media, in the movement, some of your thoughts. That they are coming from your thought, that your schools are going to have community, no reason to learn anything more, and the school is going to be I want to tell you when inside our school that the material is and our activities the model is not that. The model is the real talent is real talent. The AI is a powerful parameter it can do anything that you have. But a tool, no direction, is different. It is like a hammer that lies in the tool. Only a competent user can many things. A large language model is not a standard problem. The model can until you in the figure to the society and the social so, starting with the learning skills, it was everyone that can do that. As the leader who becomes genuinely comfortably good at school, one is that will do it today, that way, thank you all for listening. I would be really happy if thank you.
Thank you, sir, for those words of wisdom drawn from rich experience. A name that stands for leadership, innovation, and entrepreneurial excellence. Now I invite Ms. Sivaranjani to introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. Manohar Loganathan, sir, co-founder, CWorks.ai, Singapore.
It's my honor and privilege to introduce our estimated keynote speaker, Mr. Manohar Loganathan, co-founder service, dynamic and entrepreneur with exceptional legacy in information technology and insurance sector. With decades of experience, he has continuously demonstrated his ability to align technology with business strategy, delivering measurable impact across global markets. As a senior executive, he has led business operations across South Asia, the Middle East and Africa, driving growth through strategical go-to-market initiatives for technology partner solutions such as SAP for insurance, Dynamic Font, Guru and Korea.ai. His expertise span customer and partner relationship, manages and acquires and investor relationship while across promoting innovation digital platforms like InDigit for insure and telecom industry.
In addition, he serves as a co-founder and director of CYS.AI, where he is shaping the future through Vision AI leaders for manufacturing and logistics, leading business operations and driving growth in emerging AI-driven ecosystem. As a co-founder and CEO of Spiritual Software Private Limited, he continues to champion innovation and scalable technology solutions. His remarkable professional journey includes servicing as a senior vice president at Enure, where he leads the corporate service encompassing the governance, human resources, group IT, and quality for nearly 17 years. His entrepreneurship spiritual evidence yearly as the founder and CEO of Galaxy Systems, where he has managed IT system integration and product network implementation. It is indeed my great honor and privilege to have such inspiring leader with us today. Now I take immense pleasure to invite our keynote speaker, Mr. Manohar Loknathan sir, to deliver the key address.
Thank you. Unfortunately, the text was not very clear. I hope the people there could hear. Very good. Thank you. So, first of all, I thank Dr. Patodia for giving me this opportunity to talk to 10 students. It is really very when seeing all of you. Thank you. So, added to this introduction, right? I run these companies, CYS, the AI, LMBs, Sprite software, a few companies together. I co-founded and I'm running these companies across these countries. Between these companies, we have about 450 employees working across, most of them in India, some of them in about 200 in Chennai and another 200 in Hyderabad and Khammam, and then the rest of them in Malaysia, Singapore, Australia, like that. That's the quick intro. I have these companies focused on few industry sector or a few technology-wise. So that's why we have different companies, and that's the. So coming to the core point today, the topic here is like I want to tell you guys the key thing is AI is not here to replace engineers. Let's understand, it's not going to blindly replace engineers. It is here to automate, solve the problem, and you can tackle unsolved ones, right? Which means that there are hundreds and thousands and millions of unsolved problems across the world. And that means that that's the potential that we have to transform to become, a solver of these problems, right? It is not merely replacing human intelligence. It's not. It's also handling, it is basically using AI to handle the noise, so humans can focus on signal to talk in their technology, right? So there are many repetitive tasks that it took last few decades to standardize, and those standardized tasks or solved tasks are now being automated, right? There was automation. Automation has been always there, but with additional intelligence, which is enabling the normal automation to do little decision making, right? AI is coming into play, right? Again, in the decision making, are we allowing the AI tool or the system to make its own decisions, or are we allowing give us the various types of decision options and then make the decision. We make the decision. So that is where the governance comes into the picture, right? So just to understand the whole thing, right? The transformation has been always there. I hope you can see my screen. I think so. Yeah. Right. So we have seen the factory era, we have seen the assembly line era, we have seen the automation age, and we have literally seen the digital revolution, right? There has been always transformation. If you go back to the factory era, it could be your parents or grandparents or great grandparents, right? Then the assembly line, your parents, then the automation age, your parents. So in the last few generations, or last 5-6 generations or 150, 200 years, there has been always transformation happening, right? And each generation has faced a transformation change, and each generation has adopted the forthcoming transformation challenges and accepted that to evolve through that. So I have been hearing from the young generation today, including my own son, telling, hey, we are in an age where jobs are really becoming very, thousands of people are losing jobs and challenges, not like yours, like that. It's not true. Every generation, including your own parent generation, has faced the same problem or even worse problem than yours. When I finished engineering, I'm talking about 35 years ago, right? And electronics and communication engineering, right, is what we did. And when I finished engineering and walked out of the engineering college, right, I couldn't see any electronics industry or communication industry in Chennai. There were 1-2 industries or factories, which most of the people working there were either from the top colleges or something like that. So I was also facing the same problem that today what you guys are facing. Each one was facing. Then we have to pick up from that point what is it that we need to transform ourselves, enable ourselves, right? And that is where after doing electronics and communication, many of our generation people went to 4 years of engineering and 3 years of college, school, all those things, but we ended up going into small institutions, technical, computer science, computer institute, learning basic COBOL, C, C++, all those things, right? And programming like that. And that helped us, we enabled ourselves to the next transformation. Likewise, the internet transformation age came in. Likewise, today you have AI age. So, the most important thing is the transformation is forever going to happen. And the next stage is human AI tools sustainability. This is the transformation stage that we are stepping into it. For your understanding, yes, most of you may be using ChatGPT or all those tools right now, right? But most important thing is they are tools. Clearly, they are tools, and they have some limitations today. They will overcome some limitations, these limitations tomorrow. But who is going to make these tools to overcome those limitations? It is you. So why should anybody believe that I'm not having an opportunity? You have. How you enable yourself to adopt those opportunities, right, is what is in you. It's exactly my previous speaker was telling. It is you. You have the capability, the skills that you have adopted with confidence. It is definitely not you will be left behind if you are not learning yourself. For example, I was putting my first screen right here, CYT.AI, LMB. I can talk hours on who CYT, who LMB. I was going to do that. I didn't do. But I am giving it to you, right? So everyone is having your mobile phone, and I hope most of you, if not all, have LinkedIn and you have your various other means, social media, to discover who is CY, who is LMB, who is Manogar, who is Striking. This is what you're going to do, this is what you have to do. So, those are the days where we ended up, putting slides and slides talking about doing QI, but now only people understand, people see that, can easily understand themselves. So, that way, the tools are in your hand, and how you use it and enable yourself is what makes you who you are, right? Coming on to a few things, right, syntax era is over, enter the intent era, prompt engineering. My previous speaker was really going deep into the prompt engineering, right? That's fantastic, right? Now, coming to the prompt engineering, right, what is it more to do? Everyone can do prompting. Of course, you need to have a proper way to prompt, how to do the prompting, and the language skill like that. But more importantly, from my perspective, is to understand the massive problem that either an industry is facing or in the full end-to-end, and then break that problem into small system decomposition is what we call it, right? Into small logical constraints that AI can actually solve without hallucinating. Who is going to do this? It is you guys, right? So you are the architect of constraints. You need to articulate use cases. And use cases, it's hundreds and thousands, no, it's millions of use cases. Each one of you can think of. So building use cases and creating articulated use cases and prompting for such use cases is all in your hands, right? That's what it's all about in today. So you have a big opportunity window which you need to see yourself with confidence, and for that you need to prepare yourself also. And it is today many avenues are available, and I want you to seriously look into that and enable yourself, right? Some of the points already my other co-speakers have covered, but I'm just covering a small thing additionally. The next allied workers will create things. They will translate between human and system. Right? So, what role play each one of you can do? Some interesting professions that will dominate in the future. I was Googling and I was trying to understand what is the future. Cognitive load architect. Again, I have text, I have content, but I don't want to put it here. You go and discover yourself. Synthetic reality curator, mission behavior auditor, trust forensic specialist, human system mediator. These are all just small set of opportunities that there are hundreds and thousands. So what I think I want to convey here is the opportunity is in your fingertips. Enabling yourself is again in your fingertips, and make you who you are, how valuable you are is within you. Hundreds and thousands of people around you are going to help you. How you work together, how you create a team or work together is all in your hands. Walk out confident, be confident, and enable yourself. You will not be left alone. That's the message I want to convey. And before ending my point, I just want to tell you another important thing. I was mentioning about I have about 400 plus people, 450 people working for us across different locations, and many companies. You would have heard, you would have seen in the newspapers, social media, hundreds and thousands of companies, jobs. People are losing jobs. Yeah. But kindly analyze who are losing the jobs. Go deep and just find out who are losing the job and why they are losing the job. In my company right now, I think today, we haven't asked anybody to go out of my talk. We are helping them, we are advising them to transform to AI, adopt, use AI, and more productive. If someone is not really showing the attitude, then unfortunately, so attitude is extremely important, and that only will make you be successful or create your own future. Right? So I wish all the best to all of you. I'm talking very generic now from my experience, what I want to talk. So that's about, thank you all everyone. So,
Thank you, sir, for an inspiring and visionary address. Your insights have set a meaningful direction for all of us. Offline session begins, so the participants kindly stay here and be ready. Team members name Lokesh Prabhu, Janaki Raman, T. Sasikumar, Sridas. J. Lokesh Prabhu from Savita College of Engineering, Janaki Raman from Jaya Engineering College.
Participants, please go to first floor seminar hall. Those who are reading, okay, those who are reading, will just go to first floor seminar hall. Okay?
P. Sasikumar, Knowledge Institute of Technology, CIS, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Mohanapriya, TJS Engineering College, Mohanapriya P, TJS Engineering College. Mohanapriya B, TDS Engineering College, Rahul K, Jaya Engineering College, Dr. V. Sita Devi, Mahalakshmi, Jaya Engineering College, G.P. Gopi Krishnan, Hindustan Institute of Technology.
These students, please go to first floor seminar, okay?
Others, please wait here.
Parvin Raj and team from Jaya Engineering College.
எங்க நடக்குது
சார் இங்க தானே இது பண்றாரு சார்.
ஹலோ சொல் அண்ணா அண்ணா தாங்குனா என்ன தாங்கும் சார்ஜ் நிற்கும் சார்ஜ் இல்லைன்னா என்ன பண்றது சரி ஓகேண்ணா ஓகேண்ணா பாய்ண்ணா சாரும் தெரியணும் அதுவும் தெரியணும்
அப்போ அவன் இப்படி வை இது அங்கே தான் இருக்கேன் சார்
சார் பின்னாடி வச்சிருவா கரெக்டாக விட்டு சொல்கிறோம் தள்ளி போ
அவன் இவன் எடுத்துட்டு போனான் பாரு சந்திரன் எடுத்துட்டு போனான் பாரு
Yuvraj team.
But share your PPT. Come here and sit down. Be ready.
லைவ் போடணுமா அதை யாருமே பார்க்கலையே 0 வியூ ஆல்ரெடி இருக்குல்ல அதையும் அமைச்சுக்கோ. அதெல்லாம் ஒரு மைக்
Good morning to all the present here. Our project is CRM integration with Marcos and ticketing system in full stack. I am Shilpa Gauri and my teammate. And my teammate or Pravina from Share Engineering was guided by Dr. Sita Deveshwari of Finance Department.
small college
Second team ready at next year. Actually, we have developed a centralized CRM. So, almost who have developed a complete basic CRM, but they do not have the integration of backbones and ticketing. So, we have automated the ticketing workflows with creation, assignment, prioritization, tagging the reduced manual inputs and errors. And we have enhanced the service quality also. We have improved the communication system between the support teams and the customer. But in Zoho, they don't directly interact with the customers and the vendors. But we have developed this. And to enhance the team productivity, the minimizing the manual tasks and improving the coordination and communication system to build the communication system stronger and to get the proper requirement. Our organization has manually and we have conducted a session based where customer can directly contact in many cases they have the email contact system. In this we can chat indirectly
Actually, we have used the frontend, backend, and database. For database, I have integrated the AWS system, and for frontend, I have used the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and for some analytical base, I have used Python also, but that is not completely done for now. And the backend integration for logic and authentication purpose and routing systems are using manual process and disconnected systems. Some of the CRMs are disconnected when we are offline. The socket is disconnected, and every time you have to log in and get the permission from it. That is a very complex method, and that is a demerit for it. So we have certain things and make that a centralized system. This is the system. Next, we have started the login system. Once the login is authenticated with the user management, then we have to use only the credential domains, not the non-existing users like the ABCD, blah blah blah, and .xyz. They are non-existing users that should not be logged. Then we have to use the authentication and user management. Once it makes the user management completely done, then go to customer relationship. If it fails yet, it cannot be good. Once the domain is completed, then we have to do the relationship management. Whether the login is employee, admin, or client, or any support agent or freelancer are working. Once the domain is done, the API system directly takes it to backend and stores in the database functions. Once the database is, we have developed the database in PostgreSQL, which is feasible to AWS, but in SQL, we have some complications like creating the tables, we cannot write data back. We have to get the data from DBA or any third party. We have to link our IP address, which is very risky, and it may lead to leakage of data. And then after that, we have to put the dashboards to the admin. Once the user is logged in and the ticket is prioritized and other stuffs are going, we have to integrate to the admin dashboard. This is the complete architecture of AWS. We have integrated the AWS. First, there are two sets. One, the backend one, and the frontend one. They are connected to our GitHub Actions. If we don't use GitHub Action, we have directly connected to the user, but it may lead to failure. If any code is pushes, but if we have any updations, if it gets failed, the complete system will be blocked, and it may lead to both sides dollars. So we have integrated with GitHub, and the branch has been tested first, and then we push to main. After that, the cloud front data and temporal and build ECR. ECR was for catch method. Once you get login, you have to redirect the dashboard every time. Without logouts or any web link you have to use, you have to be directly go to dashboard, not again login that stuff. So for that, you have to use the easiest for elastic catch. Then after this process gets, then the user will be directly onboarding to AWS. After that, the GoDaddy DNS, where the domain has to be hosted, which is to be security based. If it is not security based, the AWS won't allow them to allow it. And after that, we have integrated 3 services. Front-end service. If the traffic is low, 100 users are going, the first front-end makes the 100, second front-end, third front-end. It is a photo state one. The first front-end is filled with 100, the second front-end will be automatically started, and the other 100 users will be passed. Every time the 3 front-end is passed, third front-end is full. Then the first front-end, 100 users will pass, then it will come again to the first one. So this is the auto state one, which leads the traffic to minimize. And the red is, obviously we know that we have to save our storage. And every time we use an app, there is a cache storage under the app storage, which every time makes a Google ID or any other stuff to get login. So for that, we have used the Redis. And then S3 bucket. Most probably, students use Vercel,
Actually, this is the analytic part. People's working in our laptop. Actually, this is a screenshot. It will show you live data and the data of the infrastructure in our laptop. So overall data creation and the periodic data we have to be analyzed every day.
Food token item.
Properly and get data by day and get updated. They have logged in and the priority is data protection. Which time they have to be updated and the what status of the thing and what the priority is. If it is high priority, they have to prioritize the work first and the company must reply to it.
நம்ம இங்கே கோஆர்டினேட் பண்ணுறோம்.
Good morning to
and all present here, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. First of all, my name is Parvindra. I'm from Jai Engineering College. So we are here to present our PPT, which is about post-authentication failure-based mobile theft reduction using Android security APIs. And also, I need to mention my guide name also, who was Dr. ICDAIC, IT HOD of the Engineering College. Okay, first of all, the aim of this project. Okay, first of all, இந்த ப்ராஜெக்ட் என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு இன்டெலிஜென்ட் தெஃப்ட் டிடெக்ஷன் சிஸ்டமை டெவலப் பண்ணுறது தான். ஸோ இப்போ நார்மல் டேஸாக நம்ம மொபைல் ஃபோன் நிறைய யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கிட்டே இருக்கோம். அதோட எப்படி சொல்கிறது, அதோட வேல்யூ அதிகமாகிட்டே இருக்கு. பேஸ்ட் அப்பான் த செல்ஃபோன் ஆல்சோ இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் ரிலேட்டடாகவும் அதோட வேல்யூஸ் அதிகமாகிட்டே இருக்கு. இப்போ நான் இதை ஏன் இந்த இடத்துல சொல்கிறேன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, தெஃப்ட் ரொம்ப அதிகமாக நடந்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கு. ரீசெண்ட் டேஸில் நம்ம கூட பார்க்கலாம். இப்போ எங்களோட ப்ராஜெக்ட் என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, இப்போ இன்கேஸ் ஒரு தெஃப்ட் வந்து நடந்துருச்சு, நம்மளால அதை தடுக்க முடியாது. அதை கிளியராக அதை எதுவும் தடுக்க முடியாது. போஸ்ட் அத்தன்டிகேஷன் மூலயமா எப்படியெல்லாம் அதை ரிட்ரைவ் பண்ண ட்ரை பண்ணலாம், எவிடன்ஸ்லாம் அப்படின்றது தான் இந்த மெயின் ப்ராஜெக்ட். ஸோ இதில் வந்து என்ன பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, ஆல்ரெடி எக்ஸிஸ்டிங் சிஸ்டமில் எல்லாமே இன்டர்நெட்டை ரிலேட் பண்ணி மட்டும் தான் இருக்குது. ஸோ நாங்கள் எதை ப்ரப்போஸ் பண்ணுறோன்னா, ஆஃப்லைன் ரிலேட்டடாகவும் எங்களால் எவிடன்ஸை கலெக்ட் பண்ண முடியும் அப்படின்றது தான் இந்த மெயின் ப்ராஜெக்ட்.
இந்த ப்ராஜெக்டோட யூஸ் என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, இது வந்து அன்ஆத்தரைஸ்ட் யூசர் இந்த அப்ளிகேஷன் நம்ம மொபைல் இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கும் போது அவங்க ஃபோன் சப்போஸ் எடுத்துட்டு போனாங்க, கேமரா யூஸ் பண்ணி அவங்களோட ஃப்ரண்ட் கேமரா யூஸ் பண்ணி அவங்க ஃபோட்டோஸ் கேப்சர் பண்ணுறது, ப்ளஸ் லொகேஷன் வந்து ட்ராக் பண்ணி சென்ட் பண்ணுற மாதிரி பண்ணுவோம். நெக்ஸ்ட் என்னன்னா, ரியல் டைம் அலர்ட். உடனே இப்போ அவங்க சப்போஸ் எடுத்த உடனே நமக்கு வந்து அலர்ட் சென்ட் ஆகிற மாதிரி நாங்கள் இதை டிசைன் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். அப்புறம் டிடெக்ட் அப்நார்மல் யூசர் பிஹேவியர். இப்போ வேறு அன்ஆத்தரைஸ்ட் யூசர் வந்து இதை யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகும்னா, அவங்க யூஸ் பண்ண லாகின் டைம் இல்லை ப்ளஸ் அவங்க நம்மளை யூஸ் பண்ண பாஸ்வேர்ட் பேட்டர்ன்ஸ் டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டாக இருக்கும், யூஸ் பண்ண பேட்டர்ன்ஸ் டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டாக இருக்கும். அதெல்லாம் நோட் பண்ணி அன்சஸ்பிஷியஸாக வேறு யூஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு இது அலர்ட் சென்ட் ஆகிற மாதிரி. நெக்ஸ்ட் என்னன்னா, இப்போ கேப்சர் ஆன எவிடன்ஸ் எல்லாம் இது வந்து என்ன பண்ணணும்னா என்கிரிப்ட் பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோம். இது வந்து ஹேஷ் வேல்யூன்ற மாதிரி அது நிறையா டெக்ட் பண்ணி அந்த வேல்யூ பண்ணி அதை எக்ஸ்கிரிப்ட் பண்ணி கொடுக்குற மாதிரி. நெக்ஸ்ட் என்னன்னா, ஃபேக் செட்டிங்ஸ், அதாவது ஃபோன் இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ண ட்ரை பண்ணும்போது இல்லை வேறு ஏதாவது அவங்க வேறு ஏதாவது ரீபூட் பண்ண ட்ரை பண்ணாங்க அப்படிலாம் இருக்குன்னா, அந்த ஃபேக் செட்டும் அப்புறம் ரீபூட் பண்ணாலுமே ரிட்டன் ஆக்டிவேட் ஆனவங்க இந்த ஆப் ஆக்டிவேட் ஆகிடும். பேசிக்காக இந்த ப்ராஜெக்டோட இப்போ வந்து மொபைல் இன்ஸ்டால் வந்து இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகிட்டே இருக்குது. அது வந்து அது கண்டுபிடிச்சது இருக்குது, ப்ரீவியஸாக இருக்குது. பட் இதில் வந்து ஃபுல்லாக வந்து இன்டர்நெட் கனெக்டிவிட்டி பேஸ் பண்ணி மட்டும்தான் இருக்குது. நம்மளால் இன்டர்நெட் கனெக்டிவிட்டி இல்லைன்னா மொபைல்ஸை வந்து ரெகுலேட் பண்ண முடியாது. ஸோ நம்ம அதை வந்து ஆஃப்லைன் அதே இந்த எவிடன்ஸ் கேப்சர் பண்ணலாம். இன்டர்னோட ஃபோட்டோ, அவங்க லொக்கேஷன்ஸ் அதெல்லாம் நம்ம கேப்சர் பண்ணுறோம். எப்படின்னா ஆஃப்லைன் எஸ்எம்எஸ் மூலிமா வந்து அவங்க பாஸ்வேர்டு செஞ்சு அவங்களோட பாஸ்வேர்டு தப்பாக போடும்போது ட்ரிகர் ஆகி பாஸ்வேர்டு வந்து தப்பாக போடும்போது அது ட்ரிகர் ஆகி அவங்க லொக்கேஷன் கேப்சர் பண்ணி லொக்கேஷன் ஃபைண்ட் பண்ணி நமக்கு ஆன்லைன் மெயில் மூலமாக சென்ட் பண்ணோம், ஆஃப்லைன் எஸ்எம்எஸ் மூலமாக சென்ட் பண்ணோம்.
Next is introduction. Now we are using all our smartphones. Sensitive personal and professional data, contact messages also used stored in the smartphones. Already introduced our mobile password, patterns, biometrics. இது மட்டும் இருந்தால் பத்தாது. நம்ம ஃபோன் வந்து மட்டும் ரிட்ரைவ் பண்ண முடியாது. சப்போஸ் ஃபோன் வந்து காணாமல் போனாலும் எவிடன்ஸ் எல்லாம் கலெக்ட் பண்ணலாம். சிஸ்டம் என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஆஃப்லைன் எஸ்எம்எஸ் அலர்ட். இது வந்து எக்ஸிஸ்டிங்ல இல்லை, நாங்கள் இதை ப்ரப்போஸ் பண்ணுறதை பற்றி சொல்கிறேன். ஆஃப்லைன் எஸ்எம்எஸ் அலர்ட் மூலியமா எப்படி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, இஃப் இன்கேஸ் ஒரு தீப் வந்து தப்பான பாஸ்வேர்ட் போட ட்ரை பண்ணுவாங்க, கீழே ஏதாச்சும் எடுத்துட்டாங்களோ இருக்கும், தப்பான பாஸ்வேர்ட் போட ட்ரை பண்ண உடனே பாஸ்வேர்டு தப்பு அப்படின்றதும் கொடுத்துருக்க ரெஸ்பெக்டிவ் மொபைல் நம்பருக்கு அது வந்து எஸ்எம்எஸ் அனுப்பிடும். ஸோ அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் அதுலேயே லொக்கேஷனும் ஃபெச் ஆகி அனுப்பிடும். ஸோ இது மூலியமாக கிட்டத்தட்ட மொபைல் எங்கே இருக்குது அப்படின்ற வரைக்கும் நம்மளால பயன்படுத்த பண்ண முடியும். அண்ட் தென் எம்எல் பேஸ்ட் பிஹேவியர் அனாலிசிஸ். இப்போ எம்எல் பேஸ்ட் பிஹேவியர் அனாலிசிஸ் என்ன சொல்லுவாங்கன்னா, இப்போ திருடன் எடுத்துட்டான், ஃபோனை எடுத்துட்டான், ஏதோ ஹிட் ஆகிடுச்சு பாஸ்வேர்டு. இப்போ இன்கேஸ் அவனோட யூசர் பிஹேவியரும் என்னோட மொபைல் ஃபோனோட யூசர் பிஹேவியரும் அவனோட பிஹேவியரும் வேற மாதிரி இருக்கும். உதாரணத்துக்கு அன்லாக் அட்டம்ஸ், இப்போ நிறைய வாட்டி பாஸ்வேர்ட் தப்பாக போடுறோம் அப்படின்றது முதற்கொண்டு அதை டீட்டெயில்ஸ் நோட் பண்ணி அதுக்கும் அலர்ட் செட் பண்ணுற மாதிரி, இல்லை இது வந்து அன்ஆத்தரைஸ்ட் யூசர் ஆக்சஸ் பண்ணுற மாதிரி இருக்கு. நீங்கள் ஒரு அதுக்காக அந்த ஆப்புக்காக ஒரு பின்னும் ஒன்று செட் பண்ணிருக்கோம், எம்பின் மாதிரி. அந்த எம்பின் போட்டால் தான் அந்த டிவைஸ் உங்களால் ஆக்சஸ் பண்ண முடியும் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி. ஃபைனலாக வந்து நாங்கள் என்ன சொல்லுறோம்னா, சிம் சேஞ்ச் டிடெக்ஷன். இப்போ எல்லாருக்கும் காமனான டவுட் இருக்கும், ஃபோன் எடுத்ததும் சிம் கழட்டி போட்டுடலாமே அப்படின்ட்டு. சிம்மே கழட்டி போட்டாலும் வேற சிம், இப்போ சிம் கழட்டி போட்டுடலாம், வேற ஏதாச்சும் சிம் எடுத்து அதில் போட்டால் அந்த ஆப்போட லாஜிக் என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, சிம்மை கழட்டின உடனே அது ஸ்டோர் ஆகி வச்சுக்கும், இந்த மாதிரி கியூவில் ஸ்டோர் ஆகி வச்சுக்கும். அண்ட் தென் இப்போ வேற ஏதாச்சும் சிம் போட்டாலுமே அந்த சிம்மோட கேரியர் நெட்வொர்க் யூஸ் பண்ணி நமக்கு அலர்ட் பேஸ்ட் ஆன் இமெயில் as well as எஸ்எம்எஸ்லையும் அலர்ட் வந்துடும். ஸோ இது வந்து ஒரு பெஸ்ட் வே அப்படின்ட்டு சொல்லலாம். as well as ஃபாரன்சிக் அனலைசிஸ். இப்போ லாக்ஸ் நிறைய டைம்ஸ் வந்து நடந்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கு, அதை நம்ம ட்ராக் பண்ணுறதுக்காக இந்த லாக்ஸ் எப்போ நடந்திருக்கு, என்ன டைம், என்ன லொக்கேஷன் அப்படின்றது வரைக்கும் அந்த லாக் ஸ்டோர் ஆகிருக்கும். அண்ட் ஃபைனலாக க்ளவுட் ஸ்டோரேஜ். இமேஜ், அந்த இன்ட்ரூடரோட இமேஜை வந்து அவங்க க்ளவுடில் ஸ்டோர் பண்ணி வைக்கிறது மூலயமா அவங்க தேவைன்ற போது ஆக்சஸ் பண்ணி. அட்வான்டேஜஸ்ன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, ஆஃப்லைன் எஸ்எம்எஸ் அலர்ட் ஆல்ரெடி சொன்ன மாதிரி தான். இது வந்து நோட்டிஃபிகேஷன் வித்தவுட் இன்டர்நெட்டே இல்லாத போதும் எஸ்எம்எஸ் வருது அப்படிங்கிற போது வந்து ஒரு யூஸ்ஃபுல்லான ஒரு வே இருக்கும். அண்ட் தென் லொக்கேஷன் ஷேரிங் எஸ்எம்எஸ்லேயும் லொக்கேஷன் அச்சீவ் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். அண்ட் தென்
Yes,
Next class.
Sorry, sir. Yes, sir.
நம்ம லைவ்ல வருவோம் இப்படி வாங்குவோம். சரி இது என்ன கீழே இருக்கிற பேனலா? கீழே இருக்கிறவங்களோட இது கீழே யார் இருக்கா?
My name is Sanjay Sivasa. The project name is an IoT-based smart element safety system. Smart element for highway safety monitoring using the project focuses on mainly IoT and sensor.
Parallel.
கரெக்டாக இருக்கும்.
ராகுல் அவன் நினைவு வாங்கி தருவான்.
இப்படி சொன்னால் போய் பேசினா சொன்னால் கொடுத்துருவேன். அப்போ நான் கேட்பேன்
ஒரு வேலை தான் சப்போர்ட்
நீ எப்படியா
அதனால தான் நோட்டீஸ் வெளியில் போயிட்டு தாம்பரத்தில் ஒரு கம்பெனி பிஎஸ் டெவலப்பர்ஸ் ஓகே ஆயிடுச்சு. ஆனால் கம்யூனிகேஷன் வந்து ஒரு நல்லா பார்த்துட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் மெயில் பண்ணேன் தாம்பரத்தில் ஜேஎஸ் அதுக்கு ஏற்பட்ட எலெக்ஷன் தான் வரேன். நான் காசு இல்லைன்ட்டு ஒரே ஸ்கீம் வாங்கிட்டேன். இவனுக்கு ஈஸி ஹாஸ்டலில் வாய்ஸ் ஹாஸ்டல் ராகுல் ஏடிஎஸ் பாத்திமா அடியே 4 பேர் பசங்க பாத்திமா உட்காந்து பேச்சு போடாத. அவங்ககிட்ட பேச்சு போடுறேன். நான் அவங்ககிட்ட நம்பர் ஐடி தானே கேட்டேன். ஃபாஸ்ட் ஆகிட்டு பிரியாணி சாப்பிட்டு ராகுல் போய் சொல்ல
அவனுக்கே அவனுக்கு பேசாங்க போல உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சுவா லைவ் போயிட்டு இருக்கா அடிப்பேன். அது யாரும் பார்க்கறதா நான் போயிடுவேன்.
கேமரா பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் கோஆர்டினேட்டர்ஸ் வெளி காலேஜில் தான் இருக்காங்க. அது நீங்கள் பண்ணிக்கலாம் சார். நம்மளை வெளி காலேஜ் ஃபோன் பண்ணி கூப்பிட்டோம்.
நெக்ஸ்ட் அவங்க தான்
அலி நவரு தெர்ற சத்தியமா தெர்ற நவரு இது இது தெரியுது தேங்க்யூ
அவங்க One second, கவர் ஆக மாட்டேன்ல உங்களுக்கு போட்டோ எடுக்கணும் யாரும் பாட்டிமா சாட்சிங்க சாட்சி
கொண்டாந்து கொடுத்தனே அதான்
நீ அவன மாதிரி இல்லதான் சொல்றான் ஆடியன்ஸ் கேட்பாங்க கால் பண்ணி ஒரு ஆள் சொல்லுங்க எல்லாம் சரியா சரிங்களா